Hey my lovelies, welcome back to the channel. First, I want to thank you guys for your patience and thank you for understanding about not getting an episode out on Sunday. We were actually in Eastern Kentucky on Saturday for the whole entire day. It was a long day helping there get hot meals and food and supplies to those who have been hit by the devastating flood over there in Eastern Kentucky. And we saw a very minuscule part of what happened in a very small area. We worked in one hauler the entire day, so miles upon miles upon miles more devastation. But I am going to be keeping you updated with that, and I am going to be making sure that you guys know where you can donate to help those who really, really need it. So thank you so much for that. But right now, I'm going to tell you what I decided to call Turtle Duck. Turtle Duck is now called Dash. That's right. A couple of reasons. He's very dashing, first of all. Second of all, he's going to be living on the dash, as someone pointed out. And it was a close tie, people, between Nessie and Dash. But Dash took it for the win. So thank you so much, guys, for bringing in those names. Some of those were very funny that you came up with. And yeah, that was actually a really cool question because I've loved interacting with all of you guys about that. All right, so I thought I'd talk to you a little tiny bit, like touch base a little bit on what happened at the end of Windrock.
Yeah, front one's broken.
Front what?
Front double carding. Same thing happened here. It's overflex.
I ended up breaking the front drive shaft. Now I run Tom Wood's drive shafts, and in the front I have a double cardan joint. Now what that means is that instead of having one universal joint, U-joint, I have two of them in there. And nope, that doesn't mean I can flex out twice as much. It just means that it transmits power smoothly through greater angles. And as you guys know, I do a lot of climbing at very steep or weird angles. So that's why I have a double cardan joint. Also, we have just put in a new front end. This was the first time that we had been out with it. And I think I have to shorten my limit straps. I think that was a big part of it also. So really, it wasn't anyone's fault or the Jeep's fault or whatever. It just kind of happened. So I switched that drive shaft out, took the old one out, put the new one in, put the skid plate back on, so we can't really take a look at the double cardan joint on the one that's currently on the Jeep. But let's take a look at the one that's broken. Okay, so you can see here, very dirty obviously, but there is one U-joint on this side. Let's move along here and you'll see already that there is a double joint in here. Let's see if we can take a good kind of close-up look in here. Joint number one, you can see that right there. Joint number two, you can see that right there. And then there is a ball in the middle. And you can see that it is, whoa, completely broken. They're actually rebuildable. Once I have a space or somewhere of my own, if this ever happens again, I will absolutely 100% rebuild it. But as you guys know, we live on the road and it is summer, so we're kind of hopping around the place and I just don't have the time and or the place where I'm able to do that, because it can be a little bit of a finicky job, I've heard people tell me. So yes, this is the old one, but we will get that rebuilt by Tom Woods and we will carry a spare with us. But the new drive shaft is in there like swimwear, and it looks great. All right, so we have you updated with Dash the duck, the turtle duck, what happened with the drive shaft, and kind of showed you a little bit about that. And by the way, if you want to learn more about double cardan drive shafts, head on over to Tom Wood's Drive Shaft on YouTube. I'm going to leave the link in the description below just because it is a brilliant video. If you have no idea what any of this is, after his video, you'll totally understand what Sean is talking about. So now I do have a question before we head on into Mischief Maker. I have a question for you guys, and that question is, I'm considering switching my trailer from oil bath to grease hubs. Now the reason being, there's a number of reasons, but what do you guys think? Do you guys think that I should just leave it as oil bath trailer hubs, or should I switch over to grease? Leave your answer in the comments below. And right now we're going to head on into Mischief Maker because a lot of you have been noticing some stuff in there and have questions about it, and today I'm going to answer them. Well, welcome to my humble abode, aka Mischief Maker, the place where I live, try and live a lot of the time to get that seat time in. I had to sneak that in there. Anywho's, this is what you guys have been seeing in videos, and you have a lot of questions about everything that's in here. So I'm going to kind of walk you through what product it is, one product, and what I kind of use everything for, because a lot of you recently have actually reached out and said that you guys want to start your own YouTube channel. A lot of you are like, oh no, we can't start it yet because we don't have the right equipment, blah, blah, blah. First of all, if you want to start a YouTube channel, go for it. If you have a phone with a camera, that's all you need to start. That's all you need. And if you want to continue and get a little more into it, then obviously there are so many products out there and so many cameras that you can use. But don't make that excuse, people. I don't want to hear that excuse anymore. Anywho's, so all of the magnets and strips that you're seeing in here are made by Scosche. If you're interested in any of the stuff that I have in here, I've actually got all of it from Amazon, and it is in my Amazon store. So if you don't want to scroll through and look for forever for the things that we have here at Mischief Maker, then feel free to head on there. The link is in the description below. And let's kind of walk you through what I use each one for. And the exciting thing is, hold on, where's the box? Here it is. We just got a couple more things from Scosche. So since we have them in here, I can kind of show you what we have. So they're all magic mounts. They're all magnets. You have something like this, which I have on the roll cage at the front on both the driver and passenger side. And if you put a magnet on the back of something, it's going to stick to this. So an example is this one right here. This can actually stick straight onto the front like this. Look at that. Pretty freaking awesome. It does stick on there pretty good, which is really cool. And I do a lot of kind of my vlogging here, not with this specific one. This one actually will hang, and it doesn't matter if you are off-road, it's going to keep it stabilized, that one. But I do have a shorter one with just this part where a camera attaches here, and I do a lot of my vlogging on this one right here, which is very cool. It sticks there, it's not going to move at all. So yeah, that's kind of primarily what I use this one for right here. Now this one here, I obviously use for my phone. You can move it around here, but I have two magnets on the back of my phone, and it just sticks on right there and doesn't move at all, which is fantastic. I really wanted to clean up inside of Mischief Maker because he was just a mess. Every time we'd go off-road, stuff would be flying everywhere, or we'd shove everything in the center console or the glove box. Now, We have got rid of the center console. We have an illicit console now, which has been incredible. It is made of aluminum though, so I have used a lot of these magnets on here. Let me show you. So I have one right here. This is used for my winch. You can see right back here is where the magnet is that I kind of put on here with double-sided tape, just to make sure that it doesn't come off. I would suggest having the double-sided tape. It is going to make it way stronger. So yeah, and just it's on there. It's really, really on there, which is perfect because it means that I can wheel like this. And instead of losing all gravity inside of the Jeep where everything just goes everywhere, it's not going to do that at all. It'll stick right here. Okay, so I use that one specifically for charging my batteries if I need to. If I'm out for a whole day, I've put a little magnet on the back there. You can just see right there. And it sticks down there with a short charging cable so that there are not wires everywhere. I cannot stand having charging cables everywhere. It's like a big pet peeve of mine. I just hate cables being in a mess, which is actually freaking hilarious because underneath this hood and in this Jeep is an absolute freaking nightmare, but out of sight, out of mind. Okay, now let's move on to the one which is kind of up here mounted on the cage in the middle. This is used for my radio at all times. So again, another one with double-sided sticky tape. Anything that has kind of, you know, a plastic surface, you want to make sure that you have that tape. Otherwise, it is not going to stick because these are so strong. It'll just end up sticking on the back of there and the magnet will come off. So make sure that you have double-sided tape for this. But this is fantastic. Radios really kind of get in the way all the time, I think anyway. This is kind of where I have designed it to be, is up here, out of the way, easy access right here, and it ain't going nowhere, which is exactly what you need. But yep, rugged radio up here, always. Perfect, bada bing, bada boom. So let's hop out and check what we have in this box, because we got to figure out where to put all of this stuff. I will tell you the strips that I have right here, absolutely love them. I am going to be getting some magnetic goosies in. So I'm most probably going to put them on the back of the center console right here, just so that we can slam our drinks back there and yeah, they'll be safe and they won't move. Okay guys, so I would suggest if you are in the market for looking for a mount of any kind, whether it be your phone, whether it would be cameras, whether it be your tablet, and they do have magnetic charging stations as well, which is seriously super cool, then I would definitely go check out Skosh. There are now stickers and t-shirts and tanks up on the website. Tank tops, I will say I am not going to be doing them again this year, so if you want to grab one now, because that will be it for this year. So you can find that at htfmotorsports.com. The next event both of these Jeeps are going to be at is Great Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion in a couple of weeks' time. Thank goodness we have a couple of weeks because it's going to take me that much time to clean both of them. And guys, as always, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, see you later.